So right now we're just adding some support beams for our tomatoes. And there we go. Look at these two. And so I also sharpened them up. And so one thing that you got to know about the indigenous people of the land is that we also made bow and arrows back in the day. And so that's in my blood. You know, I'm a Sagittarius, so I got them right. And so we're just building some support beams. We got our twine. Also, we did something else with this twine that y'all got to stay tuned to find out. It smells good. Not the twine, the magic in between. She's shaking like a little stripper. And we got these from Lowe's. We'll link the description in the bottom. Was it Lowe's or was it Amazon? Actually, don't get no shout out. You see this? See, it's kind of bending that way. It's kind of good because we're gonna end up tying this one this way like this. As you can see, Bella, we know you cheering on. We appreciate the support, but our viewers got to hear us speak because we got this one right here. And one of the things that we learned about our tomatoes is that they grow so wild and free. Is that we prune them a lot more now, and you can train them a lot more. And so the second go round of us doing this farming, there's a lot more experimenting with the plants. So we're gonna twine this one off this way, so it'll grow this way, and allowing this one to grow this way. And we got about 20 tomatoes. Bella, come. So yeah. So that's that. This plant look amazing. And this one, this was planted from seed, and it already has 3-4 tomatoes on it. And she'll show you. Bella, come.
So they start off like this, like these little yellow flowers. They get pollinated, and then they turn into these beautiful tomatoes. And then they start to turn yellow, and then they'll turn red.
And so, as you can check right here, when you prune it, you could prune some of them off that's not producing fruit, and just utilizing energy. So like this one right here, we can get rid of this one. Like that, we can get rid of this one. Pop. And so those are just suckers. But right here, these are gonna produce fruits. As you can see, they haven't been pollinated yet, but BB Butterfly Me, can you come pollinate our tomatoes, please?
That one looks like there's a little tomato coming in the middle.
Yep, there one. And so this one, we can get rid of this right here. But you definitely want to leave some leaves on there because, you know, that's how they receive their energy. So yeah. And we're going to put some more soil probably up to like right here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a dome home for our tomatoes. So we want to try to bring the dirt up probably to like right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this bucket. About right there. And I gotta cut the middle out a little bit because we don't want to damage our beautiful plant. So I'm gonna take some of this apex out.
So why are you making this?
So the one thing about tomatoes, they can build stronger root structures, and so if we have dirt up to here, more roots will start to grow, and so that'll also bring the root structure a lot stronger and also help produce more fruit. And so right there, just like that. And so now I'm just gonna fill this up with dirt because I did it before, but as we water it, the water just falls out. And actually, I'm gonna do it this way, like this. And so it could be like that, and so the dirt would be settled. And so as we can see, I'm gonna start to fill it up. So boom. And so as you see that little cut right there, we got our twine, and so we just gonna close it back up. You feel me? And so y'all see how we opened it up. We just gonna get our twine and close it right back up. That's all we gotta do. Get up around there. You know what? We're gonna go around a couple times. Y'all didn't know we was gonna do sutures today, did y'all? Oops, sorry about that. Here we go. Suturing it up. Some might say I do the most, but I love my plants. Now, we're gonna take our twine. Baby, where you think? Where should we tie it at? What you think?
In the middle.
The middle? The middle's always good. Let's start. Actually, we can tie.
Kind of a little low, maybe a little higher. Like, yeah.
One thing you don't want to do, you don't want to put it too tight because you don't want to stress the plants out, and so they still have to be able to grow when they have these supports. They do have like clamps you can use, but what's the point of a clamp when you got biodegradable string?
I'll link some twine also in the description because twine is something that every gardener, farmer needs.
And so we're gonna give. What up, y'all? Welcome to the Garden of Treats. And the one thing I want to ask you, what are you growing? What are you doing to make yourself sustainable in something? You don't have to be sustainable in everything, but you have to be sustainable in something. Because if you have to be dependent on the grocery store or on someone else to feed your family, you may be in trouble. You may be in trouble. Like I said, you don't have to be sustainable in everything, but you have to be sustainable in something. And so by starting off as little as just growing tomatoes and peppers can help save your life and maybe the ones around you. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that it's important that not only me, but my child and our youth knows what peace trees look like. You know what I'm saying? Agricultural recognition is very important, not only for myself, but like I said, for the children. And so if you're gonna save your life when hard times come, because we do know that history always repeats itself, and if you do not prepare, you will be doomed in hardships. I don't know if you guys remember Jamestown, Virginia, hard times and starving times where people were eating boot leather, digging up dead folks, eating them, and also eating their relatives. And we could also speak on, if you are still consuming meat, what makes you think you wouldn't eat your relatives, your wife, your husband, or your children? Because what is the difference between meat that you do not identify because you just go off a label? And that's the one thing that we have to get in tune with, is eating things that are electricity and things that are alive. Because if you continue to eat things that are not alive, you become dead. You feel me? And so I just want to ask you, what are you growing today? And whatever you are growing, just keep on growing.